For 3 first-round picks, a rounder, and a swap of 4th and 5th round picks, Deshaun Watson is headed to the Cleveland Browns from the Houston Texans. Every dollar of Deshaun Watson's new 5-year, $230 million deal is guaranteed, setting a new record for the highest guarantee given to an NFL player. This was about the money, and to a lesser extent, Steve Wyche, it was about a roster that's ready to contend. Tough AFC North, tough AFC, but with Deshaun Watson, the Browns now find themselves in that upper echelon of teams. Your reaction, Steve Wyche, to this? I mean, in a week of blockbuster moves, this one takes the cake.
Man, look, this is a batter looking for the 4-seam fastball who gets hit with the curve, the off-speed curve. Didn't see it coming. Right. I mean, look, the Browns supposedly were out a while ago. You heard overnight, though, things with some negotiations, some things that Watson side wanted, like Carolina, like they said to Carolina, guaranteed the 3rd and 4th year of the deal in Carolina. And someone I spoke with there said, that's not happening. We cannot guarantee the full deal. That's part of the reason why they were out. But then you also heard, Deshaun wanted to go back home to Atlanta, but the Saints have a better roster. And then all of a sudden, Cleveland was like, we'll guarantee you the whole thing. Boom. We're going to give the Texans everything. So right now, Cleveland has pushed everything in on one player, right? So they have to hope, 1, Deshaun is great, 2, he stays healthy, and 3, he doesn't have any off-the-field issues. Because this is – they've gone in lock, stock, and barrel. I mean, it's going to create a ton of excitement up in Cleveland. The Houston Texans now are getting back just boatloads of capital to change their team around. And I can tell you this from some of the texts I'm getting, some of the teams who thought they had him and didn't, they are not happy, and I'm saying that in the kindest of ways.
Okay, let's go. That's where I want to go, Mike. They're not happy because they missed out. They're not happy because they feel like they were promised something. It didn't. I mean, like, just give us a little bit more on that without revealing names.
Look, I don't have specifics. One, I'm sure they're not happy that they missed out because, especially look at a team like Atlanta. I mean, this is a guy, they were ready to trade away the greatest quarterback in franchise history. They've been talking about this out loud for weeks. This is a player, he's not going to go Baker Mayfield, but this is a very proud guy in Matt Ryan. And now, even though they paid him a boatload of money, they've got some fences to mend either by trading him or bringing him back to play on a roster that's not very good. And then if you're a team like the Saints, you were willing to kind of mortgage a lot of your future, say, come in now, even though you may be suspended for some games, we have a roster where you can win over the next 2 years. They thought they had him. I guess it sounds like they were led to believe that they had a very good shot that they could have him. And then at the last second, Cleveland emerges. I mean, look, this sounds like a game where there was some shells being moved around, and the Cleveland Browns knew exactly where the ace was. Like, okay, they're out. They're dealing everything with Baker Mayfield. Then they were like, voila, we got the prize. It's costing us an awful lot. But look at the pieces the Browns have in place. They got Myles Garrett already signed up to a long-term contract. They've got Amari Cooper. They've got their contracts already settled. And all these guys are like they're not having to negotiate a bunch of contracts in the future. They're set. They've got they've got their nucleus locked up to long-term deals. So
what an emotional roller coaster.
Oh my God.
For Cleveland. Just what an emotional roller coaster. Speaking of emotional, obviously Baker Mayfield, understandably so, was in his feelings.
There it is.
I see a report that he wants to be traded to the Colts. Yesterday we were talking about that the Browns were like, nah, we're not giving you what you want. Nobody will love you better than us. This was after Deshaun Watson had pulled out and Baker was like, we're too far gone. Now all that's a moot point. What's the market for Baker Mayfield?
That's a great question. Because there's a lot of teams that don't particularly care for Baker Mayfield, don't think much of him. Now, are they quarterback needy teams? I don't know. But do the Colts really want him when maybe they can get – who would you rather have, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jameis Winston, or Baker Mayfield? I mean, the Colts may say, we want Jimmy G or Jameis. Baker. What's that?
Who would you take out of those three? Out of those three, who would you take, Steve? Out of those three, I'm taking Baker.
I take Jimmy Garoppolo. I take Jimmy Garoppolo.
But he's not going to be – Garoppolo might be slightly better, but he's going to be hurt. You know, he's going to miss time. That's a fact. He's just not reliable.
Well, Baker's coming off a shoulder injury too, but yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is injury prone, but you talk about a guy who's played big games, would go to a scheme that fits exactly what he's doing, whereas Baker's playing for a contract. Jimmy G kind of would too, but Jimmy G's also got his money, and he also handled one of the most awkward quarterback situations that we've seen in a while with incredible grace last year. So who do you want behind your team? I mean, it really all depends. So I don't know if he goes to the Colts, but here's the thing now. Be careful what you wish for, because they may trade him to some place, or to a team like Carolina that doesn't have the odds of winning, and Carolina could go ahead and draft a quarterback as well. So,
well, I mean, Carolina. I mean, they've been trying everything they could. I mean, under the sun, having Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield on the same team, the same rookie contract, 5th-year option would be crazy. But let me ask you this though: it feels like eons ago now that Davante Adams rocked the football world. We know you got to get back to the phones. You got to get back to NFL Network. We appreciate you taking a break for us. This is the last thing I got for you, man. Is the landscape of the AFC West, now that the Raiders have acquired Davante Adams last night. If I had to put you on the spot right now, and then the Chiefs go get Juju Smith-Schuster today, I mean, that's not blockbuster, but that's a nice little addition. Who is your favorite right now, as we sit here right now in the AFC West, following this arms race during this league year, this offseason?
It's still the Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes. But, I mean, let's not forget, they're the one team that does not have an incredible pass rushing tandem in that division. I mean, we can talk about Davante Adams, and he's spectacular. I mean, that dude's going to put stress on every defense. But remember, they got Chandler Jones. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now the Chargers add Khalil Mack to Bosa. Okay, the Broncos have Bradley Chubb. So it's still the Chiefs because of number 15 and Andy Reid. Yeah. All right, but it is the wild. I just think one, if not two of those teams, isn't going to make the playoffs. So it's loaded up. And
you about to say it's the Wild Wild West? You about to say it's the Wild Wild West?
Yeah.
Don't you about to say?
Think about it, though.
Do me a favor.
Do me a favor. Buffalo getting that Von Miller thing. Okay.
Yeah. Buffalo may be the best team in the AFC. I was just gonna say, do me a favor. Make this thing stick. Make this corny thing stick that I keep pushing. I call it the Kumo D division. It's corny, but I just want to see if it sticks. So help me push that, all right?
I like it because at the end of the season, one of them's going to be saying how you like me now. So.
Mic drop. Yeah. That's how we go to break. Steve Wyche, NFL Media, NFL Network. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. The AFC West, every team been like, hold my beer. The AFC North be like, hold up now. We ain't had the last word. I mean, my God. The conference
is great.
I mean, this offseason, golly, what a whew. Hey, man, thanks for taking some time with us. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Steve. Shout out Howard. Howard, you. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.